This is Alex, and I just want to apologize now for the bad lighting. I'm using my closet because it's the middle of the night, and I don't want to wake my parents up, so I'm using my closet lighting, so I'm apologizing now if this is bad. And in this video, I'm going to talk about some of my favorite books, and it's also like a book haul too, because some of these are fairly new, so yeah. This is the first book, and it's Elixir by Hilary Duff. And the reason I got it is because I thought this guy right here, I thought he looked like Enrique Iglesias. So I was like, oh, Enrique Iglesias is on a book cover. How awesome is that? I don't know if it is him or not. It just looks like him. I haven't read this yet. So this is just part of the haul video for the moment. I really want to read this one. I have a ton of books I want to read this summer. Next is Almost to Die For, and it's by Kate Holloway. And this one's a really good book. It's about a girl named Anna, and she's just turned 16, and she finds out she's a half witch and half vampire, and you see her kind of go through the struggle of that in this first book. And you see her go through it more in the second book, Almost Final Curtain. And this is fairly new, and I just bought this one. And as you can see, I've read part of it. But you see her kind of struggle for her humanity in a way, because she's kind of fighting with herself and her parents, because she's trying to decide who she belongs with. Is she a vampire? Is she a witch? So you kind of see her go through that journey. Which is really interesting. I bought this book about a year ago, and, over a year ago. And what I thought was interesting was the cover, because I own a red dress similar to this one on the cover, and I actually wore it for homecoming of my sophomore year, and so about almost 2 years ago, because I just left junior year, and I'm a senior now. And this is called Jessica's Guide to Dating on the Dark Side. And on Best Fantasy's website, there's The Wedding, which is the unofficial sequel to this one. But she has a sequel to this one, and it's called Jessica's Guide to Ruling the Dark Side. Or, no, Jessica Rules the Dark Side, I believe. But this one's about a girl named Jessica Packwood / Antonasia Dragomore, who is a vampire princess, but she doesn't believe she's a vampire. When Lucy Latticeau, who's her fiancé of sorts, comes to find her, she basically thinks he's up. Because she doesn't believe that, he's serious about vampires. She doesn't think they exist or anything like that. She just wants to believe, hey, this guy's a nut. But she's a vampire princess, and, basically they start out hating each other, and then it leads to him getting in trouble, where she has to go to Romania, where she was originally from. She goes to Romania, and he tries to kill her, and basically they end up professing their love. That's kind of the ending, but kind of isn't at the same time. It's a really good book. I fell in love with it. I cried during certain parts, just because I felt, oh my gosh, this is so sad. I want to die. But it's fun. It's a really good book. This next book is called Hex Hall, and it's by Rachel Hawkins. And the sequel to it, called Demon Glass, just recently came out. I haven't read Demon Glass yet. I'm still reading Hex Hall. But basically it's about a girl named Sophie, and she's a witch, or she's half witch, half human. And she can't control her powers at all. She has literally no control, and so she gets sent by the Witch Council. She is sent to Hecate Hall, or aka Hex Hall, and she kind of finds out throughout the book, why she can't do magic, or why she can't handle it, and she's basically not a witch. She's kind of a demon, I think. I don't know. I skimmed. I kind of cheated. I kind of do that. But it's a really good book. I really like it. I thought it was it's an interesting plot for what it is. And, so yeah. And then another, this isn't, I don't know if this counts as a book series, but, there's Blackbird, the Blackbird series, and it's actually a manga series, and I really like them. There's 5 of them, or there's 8 of them out. I own the first 5. I just recently bought book 5. Basically, they're about a girl, who can see demons, and ever since she was born, and that makes her, like, special, makes her known as the Senka Maiden, or something along those terms. And she, when she turns 16, basically any and every type of demon, they've tried killing her. Like, basically, there's certain abilities about her that, like, if you drink her blood, you get eternal youth or something like that. If you bite her flesh, you will, live forever. And if you marry her and become her bride, or she becomes your bride, your family prospers, something along those lines. And basically, one of her former childhood friends is a demon. He's a Tengu warrior. Basically, he's a warrior with wings. Like, if you remember the Power Rangers, you remember the Tengu warriors from there? They're kind of like that, only they're not as ugly. They just grow wings. That's it. But, yeah, that's pretty much what it's about so far. I just started reading the 5th book, but, they're really good. That's it for my book favorite / book haul. I have a whole bunch more book reading to do this summer, so I'll try to keep you, like, I'll do book reviews on each individual book eventually when I get the time. I just haven't had the time to do it right now. But I think that's it, so I'm going to say goodbye. So, peace.